Hello, Capricorn. Sarah here from Divinely You. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I wanted to kind of I just got distracted by my computer. I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of walk each sun sign through this Mars and Gemini transit. Mars is going to be in Gemini. It moved into Gemini around August 20th of 2022, and it's going to be here until March 22nd or so of 2023. That is a very long time for Mars to be in one sign. And so I thought that I would talk about how this will come up for you, Capricorn. And so this is going to be showing up for you in your sixth house. And I like to think of the houses as life areas. And so for you, this is going to be around your health, your daily habits, your being of service, and those kinds of areas of your life. And so first, I would like to invite you to look back at what you were envisioning or thinking about, or maybe what you were experiencing around May or June of 2021, because that's when we had eclipses in Gemini. And so, look back at your calendar, your photos, your social media, to kind of get an idea of what was coming up for you during that time period. So while Mars is going to be in Gemini, we will obviously have several other transits occurring. And so Mercury will go retrograde. That happens shortly after I'm recording this. So I'm recording this video on the 8th, September 8th, and Mercury goes retrograde on the 9th. And so we will have Mercury in retrograde. So communication, mental state, all of those things, and how you interact with maybe your coworkers or maybe your healthcare professional, or things like that, or how you are of service within your work organization, and communicating that, or maybe even your mindset around that type of a scenario. And then we will have Mars square Venus. So the divine masculine of Mars, the divine feminine of Venus will square off, creating some tension, but squares are usually work, for us to do inner work. And so maybe the communication between your own individual divine masculine and divine feminine, as we each have those energies within us. So finding that balance between your own divine masculine, divine feminine could mean relationships with a fellow divine masculine or a divine feminine, maybe with a partner, and maybe how you are interacting with your partner. Maybe you are a divine feminine, and your relationship is out of balance, and you're not able to focus on or prioritize your health and well-being, or how you want to go after your goals in those areas. And so maybe it's a communication between your divine masculine. And if you're a divine masculine with a divine feminine, perhaps it is about communicating your needs and your health and well-being and your daily habits with your divine feminine. So you kind of equal out your partnership a little bit. And then we will have Saturn square Uranus later on in September. And so that's going to create, some pull back energy. We have a lot of slow down energy, really forcing us into these areas to focus on during this Mars and Gemini transit. And so that Saturn square Uranus transit will bring up like restrictions and control and whatnot. We experienced a lot of that type of energy in 2021. And so we're going to have that again. And during all of this, Mercury retrograde, Mars and Gemini. So this is gonna, again, maybe bring up some health related issues for you. And so, or maybe where you're stretching yourself too thin to be of service and not giving yourself enough attention and prioritization to check in with your own well-being. And this will also affect mental well-being as well as physical well-being, even spiritual well-being, and really, connecting inward with yourself during this. It's certainly in September to really connect in with yourself mentally, and having those inner conversations about, health and, being of service and things like that. Again, maybe you're stretching yourself too thin to be of service, and, not prioritizing yourself and what you really want and desire, for your health. Uh, in early October, we will have Pluto turn direct. And I feel like that's going to be the biggest energetic shift for many of us. Um, because as Pluto turns direct in Capricorn, it's going to be looking forward at Aquarius, like, oh, hey, hi, I'm coming there next. And so that will definitely shift the energy, for many of us, and really allow us to start thinking about moving forward, and whatnot. And then the end of October, we will have Mars go retrograde in Gemini. So again, some pullback, some slow down, some real time to kind of focus, in on these areas. And of course, during Scorpio season, we will also have eclipses, which will amplify whatever you're currently experiencing. So, if you're not focusing or not prioritizing your health, you could get some amplifications of some, health issues or health related issues or service related issues where, again, you're stretching yourself too thin, to be of service. So that those eclipses are going to amplify that, and shine even more light on those areas. Mid-January is when Mars will station direct. So we might see a little ease up of the energy, especially if you've been kind of doing the inner work and really shifting your priorities, and that kind of thing. And then in March, around March 22nd, we will see Mars leave Gemini. And then the day after, we will see Pluto move into Aquarius. So lots of change, lots of transformation, transcendence is coming through for you, Capricorn, because it really seems like there's a lot of inner focus on yourself and, kind of who you're showing up as in the world. And, I keep going back to that spreading yourself too thin that keeps coming through. So really kind of look at your priorities and, are you really looking at yourself and focusing on yourself? Or are you, crazy worried about what everyone else is up to or thinking about you or whatever? Maybe you're putting on kind of a show and you don't have to. You get to be authentic. So really ground into your body. I mean, this is really focusing on your physical health and well-being. And so really grounding into your body is going to be very important during this transit. And, getting grounded into Mother Earth, getting, journaling, meditating, or at least slowing down and really kind of spending some time pondering, where you want to go, with regards to your health, with regards to being of service. Maybe you're giving too many services away and again, spreading yourself too thin. It keeps coming through. So really grounding into the earth, grounding into your body, focusing on, maybe what's not feeling okay or what you could improve on, that sort of thing. Maybe there's a shift in career. I mean, Capricorn, you are the achiever, you are the long-term goal. And so maybe there's something within your career that you have been wanting to shift. And so, creating that balance of your health and well-being and what you want to, how you want to be in the world, could be a game changer for you. And so really grounding in to yourself, to your body, and listening and tuning in, and then connecting with the earth and really connecting with Mother Earth during this transit. Stones to work with: if you have hematite or access to hematite, that is a stone that is associated with Mars. So that would be a good one. I have a red jasper to work with the root chakra, and really grounding in with those sits bones, with your feet, feeling that, column of light, pulling you into Mother Earth. So I have that one. And then I have a smoky quartz. I love this one. It's not like polished or anything. It's kind of a more of a raw stone. And this will help ground in that to that root chakra. And the root chakra is your security. And so maybe there's something about your, health or your service that you're feeling insecure about. And so that, grounding in with the earth stones will definitely support you in in finding some balance or finding some security within yourself. And so I hope you found this to be helpful. Of course, this was an overview for Capricorn Sun. If you would like to look more in depth or more uniquely at your own chart, you can contact me for a private reading. If you have questions, you can leave a comment below and I will respond to that. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Feeling like it's important to say that maybe around mid-January, you're feeling called to come back to this video. You may see some synchronicities pop up that will guide you back to this video. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next video. Love you.